Hello, Virgo, and welcome to Infinite Light. I'm going to do an October reading for you. We're going to start off with career and money and then move on to like your evolution and personal growth. And at the very end, we're going to do love. This is what I ask of you, Virgo. I need you to come with an open heart and open mind, especially when we get to the love department, because if the roles need to be reversed to match your reality, reverse it. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. All right, let's bless and protect, and then we will pull some cards. Spirit, thank you so much for your time, your presence, your love, your protection. Allow me to deliver a clear and concise message to those watching. Should anything negative come up, immediately return it to sender. I don't want it on me, I don't want it on my household, and I don't want it on the viewer. For Virgo, please, Spirit. Virgo, we're talking about your career. It looks like right off the bat for the month of October, there's something that you're doing, Virgo, currently that's not long term. Oh, I mean, literally, it says short term on here. It might have been whatever it was that you're doing, or soon to leave. It seemed really sparkly, but the thing that's coming to mind, the saying that's coming to mind, not all that glitters is gold. I think what looked like was going to be a great, fun adventure for you is turning out to be lackluster. Progress. Okay, so this is moving on. This card also does talk about like it's not quite there yet, but your efforts are going to pay off. Wow, two cards that have desert imagery on it. So look at this. It says journey. Virgo, you are, dare I say, you are kind of like giving off hermit vibes right now. So like if you look at the traditional Rider-Waite tarot for the Virgo, it's like a person kind of under the moonlight in the dark with the lantern that's navigating through life's journey on their own. And it's almost like you've got your head down and you're watching each of your footsteps meticulously. Each footstep you're taking right now is purpose filled, but it's almost like it's been a long haul thus far. Let's see. Short term came up first. It said, this position is temporary, so don't be too attached to it. No worries. You will find something that's even more fulfilling and prosperous. So remember that. Comment down below that your career is going in the direction of prosperity. Say, my career is moving in prosperity. Down below it says progress. It seems like a long slog, but your efforts will pay off soon. Stay on course for at least a few more months before taking a change. It doesn't have to be a few more months for you. I think what Spirit is pointing out is in the Northern Hemisphere, it's fall right now. In the Southern Hemisphere, it is spring. And so it's during this transitional stage. That's what October, November, December would be for you. So it says a few more months. So October, November, December is transitional for you. So just keep your head in that energy. This is temporary. This is transitional. There is a means to an end. But right now, every step that I'm taking in this journey, is leading me to something greater, more prosperous over there. So as I'm going along, I'm going to be present. This is something you're going to have to remind yourself. I'm going to be present. I'm going to take in what's giving to me. I'm going to take in the lessons. I'm going to take in the adventure. And I'm going to keep on going, knowing that there's more for me in due time. All right. So it might feel a bit dry. It might feel a bit stagnant. It might feel a little boring in the month of October, but you're being readied. It's almost like you're being cooked. Like you're in the oven right now. I mean, and I'm getting that too with these two desert cards, and then with the heat that's coming off of this too. I know it seems like a stretch. That's just how I get messages, but it's almost like you're being cooked or baked. Let's do that. You're being baked and you're not ready, and you're not ready yet. It says you may move to a new place or work or travel for work. Exploring the world gives you the experience you need to succeed. I would say, Virgo, look at where you have Sagittarius in your chart. If you've pulled your birth chart, look at where you've got Sagittarius in your chart, because that can help you kind of navigate this time in your career right now. All right. How is money going to be looking for the Virgos? And there's a means to an end. You're being cooked, right? So like, you bake a cake, it takes like 38 minutes, but when it takes like, I have a 5-year-old, and every time I bake her cookies, cookies take like 11 to 13 minutes, and for her, she's just like, it's a lifetime. And then not only that, you take it out of the oven, you got to wait for it to cool down. But once you eat it, oh, it's so good. Same thing with like a turkey. Sometimes turkeys can take people days. Like if you're brining, soaking in a brine, and then you put it in the oven, it takes several hours to cook at a low temperature. Or even if you're baking ribs, right? Low and slow. I know that there's a lot of food analogies, and that could mean that you and I connect with food in some way, shape, or form. Food makes us happy, but you're low and slow right now, and it's just going to be juicy at the end. All right, money for Virgos. The Fool. This is the Fool's journey, at the beginning of a Fool's journey. This is literally what's happening here. It's the beginning of a Fool. You're starting a whole new chapter in life, Virgo. A whole new chapter. Something picked up in your... I get that you just had your birthday season. I get that we're just now over that and in Libra season now, but there's a lot of new happening for you. The Ace of Swords pops out. You're learning about your life's purpose. At the bottom of the deck, the 10 of Cups. Listen, Virgo, wow, this is a huge transition for you. You're stepping into a brand new timeline. You've quantum leaped from wherever you were before your birthday season, and moving into October. Holy cow. It's like one new thing after another for you, but it's slow and controlled. I'm not seeing like a showering of blessings when it comes to money. I'm getting reminded of Aladdin, again, another desert reference, a whole new world. But listen, you're going to be okay. You're like slow and controlled, low and slow. It's going to be juicy at the end. You're figuring out what your purpose is, and your purpose is going to be so giving, and it's going to fill you, and it's going to make you feel abundant. Now remember, abundance doesn't just mean money, but some people can make the most money. I know people who have made so much money at their job and cannot stand their job, or they don't even see. Some of these people are like, one person that I know makes a lot of money at their job and doesn't even see that they're living, breathing, and eating the job. And I feel like I just need to ready myself for that person. Like, hey, like one day when you have burnout, I'm going to make sure my couch is okay for you. And because I feel like you're not seeing that you need to take a break. So some people can make a whole lot of money and be unhappy. We see that a lot. This isn't going to be you. I think it's going to be feeding your soul in a lot of different ways. So now that we're talking about your soul, what does growth look like for Virgo in the month of October, please, Spirit? Virgo. Yeah, there's a lot of, look at that. This is standing standing in the newness of truth. This is learning how to speak. Maybe in the old job that you had, you didn't. Maybe you were in the background a little bit in your old life. Maybe you kind of hung in the shadows. But this is you learning how. Like, I'm getting the word orator. This is you learning how to speak. Maybe speak for yourself. Speak your truth. Maybe it's not speaking, maybe it's writing. But there's a lot of like Mercury in this card, and that's your ruling planet. So this is definitely an idea of going back to your true self, stepping into, in this new chapter, stepping into your true truth. Look at this. The Hierophant. At the bottom of the deck, the Seven of Swords. I feel like you've been holding yourself back from yourself. I do feel like in the month of October, you make peace with you. There might, I see here that there might be an idea of moving house. Do you see this gentleman looking at the tents in the back? So you might be packing your bags, packing your thoughts, and going off alone. But you're not alone. There's like this real ancient energy that's coming off of you. The truth that you might be exploring about yourself in the month of October is grounded in your spirituality. And your spirituality could be religious, it could be it could be filled with a lot of different religions and belief systems. I feel like as you're cooking, again with this reference, I feel like as you're cooking, you're being like catapulted into a really high realm. I'm getting this sort of like ethereal, I'm getting this sort of like celestial energy off of you, Virgo. Old soul type of feeling. I do feel like there could be a move in the cards for you. It could also be that you are separating yourself from some specific family members. And even in the month of October, you haven't completely resolved all of the issues, but it's about boundaries for yourself, healthy boundaries. I do see you almost hesitating to build them, but definitely building them in the month of October. And this is a part of this new truth that you are exploring about self in the month of October. All right, so let's see let's move into love for Virgo, the month of October. What is the overarching energy of love, please, for the Virgos in the month of October? There. The Tower. So what you've released in the past has made room for something new. Unless this symbolizes a breakup in the month of October. This can symbolize three things, all right? So you release something way in the past, and it's opened up energy for something new. And no, it's actually two things. Or you have a breakup in the month of October. Let's see where this goes for you, Virgo. Romantic love. If it's new love, it rushes in. And new could be relative. Like, new could be you exploring an old love connection and giving it a new go around. New love could be like completely new, like somebody you've never met before. But either way, it like rushes in. The connection happens and then boom, like really fast. It like there's an upheaval to your life. Same thing with the breakup. Let's see what this Tower is about for the Virgo, please. Romantic love. So that's Scorpio energy there, and Aries energy there. Five of Pentacles. The High Priestess. Wow. So you have the High Priestess and you have the Hierophant. You should really think about taking yourself seriously, meaning like your intuitive downloads. Like, don't second guess what it is that you're getting intuitively. I think the only way that you might second guess it is if you haven't healed some of your whole old trauma, because, and then you've got to be able to figure out if it's your gut response or if it's a trauma response to whatever it is that you're getting downloads from. That's a good thing for you to explore in the name of love for the month of October with this High Priestess out here. And the Five of Pentacles. Then we get the Page of Pentacles. So we get the Five of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and the Page of Pentacles. I feel like for some of you guys, you've been... Oops, that was me dropping my crystals. Uh-oh. Symbology, right? Message. Oh my goodness. Sorry, that's from a movie. Don't be a menace. All right. So I feel like, have you seen Don't Be a Menace in the Hood while drinking juice in the hood? A Wayans Brothers production. I don't know. Maybe that's a movie that you like for me to bring that up. But I think there's correspondence that happens in the month of October that kind of, so I feel like you've been single-ish for a while, Virgo, the ones that I'm talking to right now, with this Five of Pentacles, kind of seeking refuge from the name of love. Maybe even working with, a counselor of sorts, a mentor, a coach, a priest, a rabbi, a pastor, a shaman or something, your ancestors even, to help you kind of get over some pains of the past. I know that that's not Five of Cups, but I really am getting that when you look at love, the energy of love, you were getting into like a darker energy of lack. Like, I don't deserve it, or every time I try, it blows up in my face. And I'm getting this tower. I'm looking at this tower again. Every time I try, it blows up in my face. But October has you like really doing a lot of inward assessment. And I think that's why things are kind of dull. Remember, you're cooking right now, and it's having you take a look at a lot of stuff. Where do you want to go? Because if you don't have a sense of direction in the desert, you'll just walk in circles. I feel like you're gaining and figuring out where your true north is in the month of October. And that's awesome because there's communication here. Who's this communication with this Page of Pentacles? It's kind of geeking you up. It's kind of making you a little cheerful. Tell me about who Virgo is communicating with in the month of October, please, Spirit. Look at that. The Ace of Wands. It's a opportunity to take action to communicate with somebody. The King of Swords. I do feel, Virgo, that so the King of Swords is a man of action. It doesn't matter if you're male or female. So this is what came up with. These are the three cards I'm looking at right now. So the King of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and then the Page of Pentacles, right? So we're talking about the messenger. We're talking about somebody having like a cheerful message. I feel like it's you because this is an action-oriented card, but then also so is this. That's the man of action. Notice this about this man of action here. Do you see how cold it is out there? So that means that it's not dripping with ooey gooey lovey stuff. I feel like there's a cheerfulness behind the communication, but it's also very matter of fact. And it's not really like, hey, do you want to go out with me? It's not really that. It's more like, if this is somebody you know, it's more like, can we talk? I think it's time for us to talk. I think it's time for us to have communication. And when you're delivering the communication, it's not like, there is a giddiness about having an opportunity to have the communication, but you don't wear that giddiness on your face. You hold that deep down in your heart, happy to have an opportunity to talk to somebody. Who is this person again? The Virgo is talking to, please. The Ten of Pentacles. This could be a relationship from the past, or somebody that you thought you could see yourself building a dynasty with, a legacy with, having kids, having a house, owning property, a business or something. Like, there's this, it's dynamic. Now we have the High Priestess with the Hierophant that came out earlier. So this is giving off like a maybe two people that are very spiritual. Now, this is going to be for everybody. This is very specific, but two people that are very spiritual and both have spiritually led businesses with the Ten of Pentacles here, or profit off of their intuition. And that your intuition doesn't have to be a spiritually led business, but I mean, depends on what you're getting downloads from your higher self. And I already said, trust that. The Magician. This is me still asking, who is this person? So this person is now balanced. If this is a reconciliation, if you will, this person is now balanced. They've got all the tools that they need to have that conversation with you. Okay, you want to just talk about facts? Do you want to just talk about, you want to keep emotions out of it for right now? Okay, I can meet you halfway, Virgo. That's what this person would be like. That is also Virgo energy. So I feel like this person matches you with the Magician. One more card on this person from October that the Virgo could have an opportunity to communicate with, please, Spirit. The Star. Wowzers. So I'm talking about spiritually led businesses. Maybe this person already has some sort of platform or something. Maybe they're a Reiki healer, like an energy healer. Maybe they are a shaman. Maybe they are a pastor or a priest or a rabbi or a creative in some way, shape, or form. What advice do you have for Virgo in this month of October when it pertains to the matters of love, please, Spirit? Oh, look at this. Okay, Virgo. I guess it depends on if you find yourself in masculine or feminine energy in this connection, because what this is saying, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. What this is saying, whether you feel like you could be the initiator or not, you let your feelings be known. Let your feelings be known, Virgo. Number one, that you're available. Number two, that you're interested. Don't hide them. This is the Knight of Cups. Don't hide your feelings. Let them be known. That doesn't mean that you're chasing after this person. If you're like the one that, if you're the one in this dynamic where you're like, no, I don't chase. Like, I'm the Empress. Yeah, but the Empress also has to be like, I'm available. And what? Did you want to take me out or something? Did you come up with an idea for a date? And what time are you picking me up? Do you see? The Empress still has to let it be known that she's interested in dating, male or female. It doesn't matter. You can't just hide. You can't just hide behind your stoicism, Virgo. Remember, you're stepping into your truth. And I know it's hard because some of the truths that I think that you've had up until now have been trapped away for a reason, but that's why you're still cooking and evaluating. All right. I hope that helped. Let me know if you want a personal reading. That information is in the link in the description box. If I don't see you sooner, I hope you have a great day. I don't know what I was trying to say, but I love you and I'll see you soon. Bye.